DJI sent me their Action Cam too. And if you haven't been living under a cave for the last year, this has been out for a while. And they asked me to create a video, and I told them, what would anybody want to see about me creating a video? Obviously, there's thousands of reviews probably on this action camera. So instead of doing a review, I just decided, let's use this and create some of the weirder shots we can come up with. So one of the first shots that we came up with is using it and attaching it to this RC car, which I'll put the link to the RC car in the description below. But super simple because it's just the RC car and the stuff that comes with the DJI Action Cam, which is the little ball head mount. So what I did is I made a hole on the top of this plastic shell using heat and a piece of metal, sticking it in, and then just screwing the two pieces together. And now we have this where we can actually control the different angles. We're at the skate park, and what we're trying to do is follow and lead for a skateboard shot, which I think is pretty cool since I can't skateboard, and we're trying to do it, but it is very difficult and also very windy right now. Every single time we try to record audio, it's windy. Try something very crazy. Chase is going to launch over that, and I'm going to send the RC car at the same time, pointing at him, hopefully timing it, and just, we're going to gun it. That's it for the skateboard stuff. We definitely sent this thing to its grave. The action camera is still working just fine, so that's good. I apologize for the music in the background because we're actually in a live location at a laundromat, and we're gonna take the action cam and we're gonna stick it inside a dryer and mount it right in the center using the sticky suction mount. And the reason why we're gonna do this is because this is a really cool opportunity. Say for example, you're shooting a short film, you're not gonna actually mount your camera inside of a dryer because of the heat and all that stuff, but this I can. And let's go inside and I'm gonna show you guys exactly a really cool, unique perspective that you can get only with an action cam. The idea here is I want to rig it to this football and this drill so it looks like we're having a perfect tracking shot of me throwing this football, perfect spiral, and then I'll catch it on the other side. What I've done here is I've taken a metal rod and just stuck it right into the seam of the football right here, but we need a longer rod so we can separate the drill from it. So I'm going to switch these out, hopefully not lose too much air. I'm gonna mount this because it's so light. I can pretty much do a pretty crappy mount, and since it's so stable, right? And what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna take these rods right here, gaff tip them to the bottom here, and then I'm going to put this in this, clamp it down, tape that together. Again, so light, not a problem. And then in post, we're just gonna use simple wire removal and remove this, and it's gonna look like we have a perfect spiral. Or like, that's the idea. Because who knows, everything's always made up. With the DJI Action Cam, I'm not trying to compete with qualities of regular cameras, but what this camera can do that other cameras can't do is it's compact, it has really good stabilization, and you can shoot up to 8 times slow motion. And so that's where we're gonna utilize this camera, especially because it's so small, we can stick it onto anything like this C-stand arm. And so what I've done here is I'm taking my Nanlite Pavo tubes And I made them into a hue color and put them next to this blender. And we're just dropping this straight into the blender. Another plus is that it's durable. So using all of these, I can utilize and get shots that you can never get with another camera unless you have a very expensive robotic setup. So think about that. Don't think about trying to match quality for quality. Think about trying to match creativity for creativity. The next unique shot that we're gonna do is, I don't know if you've ever seen the music videos where the robotic arm moves very fast and the person's head follows it at the different angles. We're gonna recreate that using the Action 2. And the way that we're gonna do that is we're gonna take 2 C-stands and this band right here, this is just a workout elastic band, and we're gonna tie it to that, and we're gonna use this to secure the movements as I move it. I'm gonna set this at 4K 120. And then the trick for this is Alex needs to move his head exactly with this lens the whole time, every time I do my movements. So I'm gonna go fast, stop, fast, stop, fast, stop. And as he's moving his head, I need to make sure that I'm pointing this camera at where his face is. So if I'm up here, the camera needs to point up here. I mean down, the lens needs to point down at his face. If it's down here, it needs to point like that. If it's there, it needs to go like that. So we're gonna just start by pressing record. Guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I wouldn't say it's a tutorial, just having some fun, getting creative, and that's all that filmmaking is really about in the end of the day, is just having fun with what you do. And that was the whole purpose of this. Think outside the box and create some awesome stuff.